no Democrat, has been coming out with more policy ideas than Massachusetts Senator and none that got out, Elizabeth Warren. For months now, for months, Warren has been releasing policies faster than Netflix releases documentaries about serial killers. I mean, everything. Breaking up big tech, housing reform, education. And if you're one of those people who's like, oh yeah, but how's she planning to pay for all of it? Well, she's got answers for that too.
I started in several months ago talking about a wealth tax, an ultra-millionaire's tax. It's 2 cents on every dollar of the great fortunes above $50 million. If we put that 2-cent wealth tax in place on the 75,000 largest fortunes in this country, 2 cents, we can do universal child care for every baby 0 to 5, universal pre-K, universal college, and knock back the student loan debt burden for 95% of our students and still have nearly $1 trillion left over.
Oh, that's a lot of great proposals from one tax. And you have to admit, it is brilliant how she just frames it as 2 cents of every dollar above 50 million. Because that's like it just gets into your head. It's really just a 2% tax, right? But everything sounds more reasonable when you put it into cents. It's genius. That's why when they ask you to sponsor an African kid, they say, for just 80 cents a day, you can save this child. Because if they say, you can help this child for $292 a year, you'll be like, wait a minute, that's an Xbox. You're on your own, Mufasa. So while Elizabeth Warren was proposing ways to give Americans almost everything, Amy Klobuchar was waiting to make sure that everyone came back down to earth.
So Senator Warren says, we'll forgive the debt. If you make under 100 grand, we'll forgive up to $50,000. What do you think of loan forgiveness and plans that are more generous on the outside than your own?
I wish I could staple a free college diploma under every one of your chairs. I do. Don't look. It's not there. I wish I could do that, but I have to be straight with you and tell you the truth.
Ouch. Klobuchar's gangster, man. She's like the anti-Oprah. Everyone look under your seats. You ain't getting shit. What you think this is? I mean, say what you want about her. You have to give Klobuchar credit for leaning into her tough persona, you know? I mean, first there's stories about how she's throwing binders at her staff. Now she's telling people she's not gonna help them get rid of student debt. Like, she just keeps it real, right? Which might be a good thing to have in a politician. Although, I know I'm never calling her if I'm going through a breakup. Yeah. She'll just be like, I won't sugarcoat it, Trevor. That relationship was your best chance at not dying alone. Well, you'll never be president. Now, Klobuchar wasn't just there to crush people's dreams. Her policies on the night included reducing drug sentences, expanding Pell Grants, and telling people to think fast. Although, you could tell the audience wasn't exactly her biggest fan.
I am someone that runs in a purple state, and every single time I have run, I have won every single congressional district in my state, including Michelle Bachmann's, okay? It's when you guys are supposed to cheer.
That was rough. Asking someone to cheer is like asking someone to say, I love you. If they don't do it on their own, that's kind of the answer. And yes, I'm speaking to all the parents out there. Stop asking your toddler if they love you. They don't, all right? They just met you. All they love is Baby Shark and Ziplocs of dry cereal. They don't like you. But the final town hall of the night was the surging Pete Buttigieg, mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and middle-aged Pinocchio. Unlike the rest of the Democratic field, he didn't come with policy and specifics. No, he came with hearts.
Your campaign website, it's got a lot about who you are, what you believe in. It doesn't have anything specific about policy, like nothing.
We'll continue to roll out specific policy proposals too, but I also think it's important that we not drown people in minutiae before we've vindicated the values that animate our policies.
I don't know what he just said, but I like him. Yeah, because that was really slick. He still didn't tell us about his policies, but he made us feel like policies, you know? That was nice. It's like, you know, I don't want to swamp you guys in details and vindicate and, you know, smash. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of that kid in school who always got good grades without reading any of the books. He'd be like, did you read it? Oh, yeah, Catcher in the Rye. It's such a profound exploration of the human condition. I mean, themes of love, hate, joy, pain. It's so relatable. We can all understand. What more do I need to say? And you have to admit, running for president as a man is so much more fun, right? Because as a woman, you have to bring extra homework, right? Elizabeth Warren calculated 2 cents on every dollar over 50 million. Kamala is breaking down the statistics on maternal mortality as it relates to race and class, but a dude can just come and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna wing it.